Welcome back to the channel with another review. Yeah, so today we are reviewing a Jetour Dashing. I don't know if it's Jetour or Jetour. Yeah, I'll say Jetour. So yeah, from where I'm seated, this is a very comfortable car. I love it inside here. Yeah, it's a very comfortable car with also voice command. Let me open the sunroof.
All right.
Okay, so the sunroof is opening, and yeah. No, let me stop it. Okay, so yeah, no, it's a really good car. Let me
I am listening.
turn off the aircon.
Okay.
Okay, the aircon is turned off. So yeah, it's quite filled with tech. So if you can see here, this is a surround camera. This is the front camera. That's it right there, and you can see the whole car here. You can zoom in. Like this is at the back, this is at the sides, another side, and so on. Yeah, so it's a really good car in terms of tech, filled with so much tech. Let's get on the road and see where we end. So we are currently reversing out. So you can see this, it really gives you a whole proper view. These are the gates of the house, and it shows you, like, here there's a box somewhere there down there. You can see the grass, the fence. If I open the door, you can see it also opens there. Like, it's attention to detail, man, and I appreciate that a lot. So let me just get out. One fault that I will give it while we are here is that this car is slightly bulky, so you don't have proper visibility when it comes to you using your rear view mirrors, and this is where this comes in. Let me just put that mode back. This is where this comes in. Yeah, I also love this a little bit of, a little nostalgia. Yeah. Wait, I'll show you in the moment. It won't do that when I'm in reverse, so let's go in drive. Let me put that mode back. Mode. Come on, as you can see, if you have played GTA, this is quite interesting. So yeah, you see the car on the move. Yeah, I love this feature, man. Yeah, I love that feature. Okay, and then when it comes to the drive, I would say it's a very comfortable ride in here. Nice, quiet, comfortable. It deals with bumps fairly well, and everything, man. It's just premium. Yeah, it feels premium. Everything feels premium in here. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a high-end car, honestly. Yeah. So maybe a criticism I have is that this car is a bit sluggish in the low revs. Yeah, like it's dragging its feet, like it sort of does not want to go, and then, you know, it eventually starts going. For example, here we are in traffic. I stop, I check it's clear, and it's now time to go. It's just like it's as if you're kind of forcing it to do something it doesn't want to do. But once it gets on the move, it eventually goes. So yeah, that's what I would say. I'm glad it's not a CVT gearbox. Manufacturers have a habit of putting CVT gearboxes in cars at this level, so I'm glad it's not a CVT gearbox. But I would still say that I'm also not a huge fan of this gearbox. It's not well refined. Yeah, yeah, it's not well refined. in my opinion. Yeah, but for a normal person who just, if you are a lady or just a guy who just needs a car to take them from point A to B, that gearbox refined comment, yeah, just ignore it. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I'll say the gearbox is not well refined, and that's my criticism when it comes to how the car drives. But you go on a highway, everything is nice and smooth. It does what it has to do. It does what a car of this segment should do. It does it super well. Is it an off-roader? As you can see, we are now slightly going off the road. Yeah, no, it's not an off-roader. This is not the car to drive off the road, like off-road. It's not. If you live in Congo where there is a lot of mafururus, this is not the car. Yeah, this is a city car, and maybe slightly going off the road. Yeah, if you are in Donga and you stay Pohadopate, yeah, this is a good car. It will serve you well. But if you go deep, okay, like here we have to cross some waters. It's not an off-roader. Yeah, you can do slide going off the road. Yeah, but it's definitely not an off-roader. Yeah, it's nice and raised, so you can go over bumps and things like that, and over a few obstacles, but that's about it. It's a soft car. It's not a car I would want to drive fast on a gravel road either. Yeah, so I would avoid gravel roads with this. Like, yeah, I would basically, when it comes to gravel, I would take the same approach I have with sedans. Yeah, I don't like driving sedans fast on a gravel road. I drive 20 kilometers per hour on a gravel road unless it's super smooth. Then yeah, then I can drive. But yeah, it's not a Fortuner. Yeah, if you want off-road, Fortuner is the one. This is not in that same segment. This is more of a city car, if I have to put it that way. Yeah, so now we are on the highway, and once you get on the road, it's smooth. Everything is smooth. Like the premiumness, you start experiencing it, and yeah, it's a beautiful place to be. Yeah. Another issue I have with this car, as much as I appreciate the deck and the layout of most things, there is one thing where I really think I'm asking myself, what were these guys thinking? Because there's no button to change modes from eco mode to sports mode, and it only has two modes, eco and sports modes. But for you to change the modes, you have to go through the infotainment system and go through settings for you to change that. That is something you need a button somewhere here or here to turn off the eco mode and so on. And why won't you have like a comfort mode, which is a blend between economy and sports, and then you have now economy, and then you have the sports mode. I don't know why they did it that way, but that thing of getting into the settings to change a mode, a driving mode, in my opinion, it's not well thought out. Yeah. So another thing, the steering wheel is nice and light. I appreciate the lightness in traffic, but when you go on the highway, it becomes too light that you are not getting any feedback from the car. Now we are talking about the practicality. How practical is the Jetour? How practical is it. Okay, so first of all, we have these door handles, and the week that I've been driving this car, if I'm picking up anyone, I would have to open the doors because they don't know how to. So you just do this. Yeah, you can do it with one hand. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but yeah. Okay, so in terms of sitting space, this is my driving position. It has electric seats. Yeah, so for me, I'm not a fan of electric seat unless they come with a memory function, but unfortunately in this car there's no memory function, so electric seats are for me useless if there's no memory function. Yeah, it's like with manual seats, you just move quicker, you adjust quicker versus this. Yeah, so in terms of okay, sitting space, let me sit behind myself. Again, this is how you open the doors. Okay, when you come behind, yeah, there's enough sitting space. Like, yeah, you see this is me sitting behind myself, so enough room here and here, and there's a nice panoramic sunroof. Let me just open the, okay, the car is off. Let me just, but let me switch it on. Don't have the keys with me. Okay, the keys are somewhere. I can't find the keys, it's fine. So yeah, just come closer. Here there's a little bit of storage here. I don't know what you'll put there, maybe sweets if you're sitting at the back. And there's a USB-C here, C-type, and then the normal USB here, so you can charge your phone. Two people behind you can charge their phones. And then there's aircon vents here, so people won't be suffering from heat. And the seats are just nice and comfy, man. Honestly speaking, these are nice comfy seats. Here you have the armrest and cup holders here. Yeah, I personally don't like traveling with too many people. So like too many people at the back, like 2 people at the back, long travels, that's a maximum. Yeah, not 3. Yeah, but I guess you can fit 3 people comfortably. As usual, the middle seat is not that comfortable, but it's way more comfortable than most cars that I've sat in. This is comfortable. Yeah, and here there's no lamp here, so the person who's sitting here at the back wouldn't have, you know, that awkward thing where you're like this. It's nice, and yeah, this is really nice. I love this. So yeah, let's get to the boot. The boot is electric. Yeah, okay, it's full with our filming equipment. Yeah, so we are coming from a shoot, so yeah, and you can do this to, you know, retract that and then pack more stuff. The chairs, let me check. The seats, yeah, do split into a 60-40. Yeah, into a 60-40, and then you can load more. Yeah. Okay, storage. First of all, we have this. It's yeah, under the armrest. It's cooled, I think, because whenever the aircon is on and you're driving and you open this thing, it's always cool in here. So I guess you can always put in your cool drink here. I'm not sure if it's not a proper cool box, but it is called the temperature in here. It's always cold. Yeah, and then obviously we have one cup holder. This one I don't know if it's now for the driver or left passenger. You have to negotiate. And wireless charging. That's a nice one. So here you have you can put your coin, your money, and cards, whatever. You have a 12-volt outlet here, and then you have a normal USB and a C-type, so that's good. And then you obviously have one in the door where you can fit a whole whatever this is, yeah, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, for storage I'll say it's good. And then the glove box, This is the glove box. It's not that huge, but yeah, I think you can store something here. Unfortunately, it doesn't lock. I love glove boxes that lock, but yeah, that's little complaints. Yeah, and let's talk about these seats, guys. These seats, these front seats, even the back seats are very comfortable. Yeah, but yo, look at this. How this, I don't know if it's leather. I think it's not real leather, but yeah, let's call it leather for the sake of the video. Like, it's nice and comfortable. This is nice and comfortable. I really, really love these seats. These seats, I'm someone with, I don't have much behind my, my sitting equipment. So I need proper support, and these seats, they really do provide that. I would say in terms of practicality, I'll give this car, a really, really good score. Other than that, I would say this car is it's a very great place to be in here. I enjoy being in this car. I enjoy driving it, not from a driving pleasure point of view, but just from a ease point of view. Running errands in this car, it's such a breeze. Yes, and I know it's a bit, big and bulky, but it's a breeze in the sense that you have all those other driving aids that are helping you, so you can see exactly where you're driving. And yeah, even where there's uneven surfaces, potholes, you can navigate them and things like that. So it's a breeze. Parking is also made a breeze by the driving aids and all those things, the beepings, the surround cameras. So it is a breeze from that point of view. Yeah. In terms of driving pleasure, this is not the car you buy if you want driving pleasure. This is the car you buy if you want to, drive your family around, or the type of car you buy to move around the city. Yeah, and you don't want something small, you want something slightly bigger, which is economical, affordable. This is the car you buy. When it comes to the design, I would say it's an interesting design. Yeah, I personally think it's more of a feminine design, and I would say it's a car more for ladies. Yeah, so because of that, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, because it's not a design that will look good on women and men. I think it looks good on women. Women look good in it, but for men, when you're driving it, it looks like you are driving your girlfriend's car. So, in fact, the very first person I gave a ride in this car asked me, "Are you driving your girlfriend's car?" So yeah, so that's on the design. It's quite interesting. Yeah, but ladies do look good in it. I want to point out something here. If you check, I know it's simple, but if you check how the door goes all the way and then covers from here, so that just helps you like on days like today where it's raining, or it has been raining. So when you get out of the car, or this part, it's usually clean. It's not if it's a sedan, usually the door would end until here. So when you will get out, your pants will get dirty and so on, and you have an important meeting and you are going there with dirty pants. Yeah, if I have to pick a favorite angle, yeah, I would say it's this right at the back. Yeah, this would be my favorite angle. Yeah, from the side, there are a few things I would change if I was the one designing the car, even on the front. But yeah, it's an interesting design, as I said, and I, in my opinion, think ladies look good in it, guys not as much. Yeah, everyone will assume you're driving your sister's car or your girlfriend's car. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. A fully equipped deluxe Jetour is priced around 470,000 Namibian dollars, with financing options beginning at roughly 6,200 Namibian dollars per month. These prices include a comprehensive warranty package featuring a 5-year 60,000 kilometer service plan, a
5-year 150,000 kilometers vehicle warranty, and an industry-leading 10-year 1 million kilometer engine warranty. Yo! Okay, but it's important to note that the 1 million kilometer engine warranty has its terms and conditions, and it only applies to the first owner. So if you buy this as a second hand, it won't apply to you, just the first owner. The Jetour Dashing is powered by a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 producing 115 kilowatts and 230 Newton meters of torque. One thing I love about the Jetour is its ambient lighting at night. Like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Cheers!